Are you wondering if moving to Fayetteville it could be one of the best decisions you ever make or one of the worst decisions you ever make? Well, today we're going to dive right into the truth about living in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and hopefully by the end of the video you can make a decision if it's going to be a good decision for you or a bad decision for you. Hello, I'm James, a local real estate agent here in the Fayetteville surrounding areas, and I've been helping young professionals, retirees, and young families move to the Fayetteville surrounding areas for years. My channel is full of videos about living, working, and thriving in the Fayetteville surrounding areas. If you have any questions about Fayetteville or buying, selling, or investing in the area, please reach out to me. Love to help you. Now let's get right into the video. So what is it like to live in Fayetteville, North Carolina? Well, I lived here over 35 years, retired police officer with Fayetteville Police Department with over 20 years of service, and I love living in Fayetteville. I'm an Army brat. My dad retired here several years ago, and I ended up never leaving, obviously, by how many years I've been here. So Fayetteville is known for its rich military history at Fort Liberty, formerly known as Fort Bragg, and it's one of the largest military bases on the East Coast, if not the world. The city has a welcoming small town feeling with modern conveniences and a strong sense of community. The population, Fayetteville metro-wise, is just over 524,000, and that has increased from 380,000 back in 2016. So definitely, Fayetteville surrounding areas is growing. Now, the city population is just over 200,000, and when I say Fayetteville metro area, that includes Harnett County, Hope County, in Cumberland County. Now, Fayetteville has a mix of that southern charm, outdoor activities like walking trails and bike trails and run trails, and definitely our Fayetteville downtown area is growing. We got some shops, entertainment down there. You definitely catch a baseball game, plenty of breweries downtown, restaurants that are just great to go check out. Next thing is, what is the best and worst part about the Fayetteville housing market? Well, definitely the best part is going to be the home prices. Typically, our median price range here in Fayetteville, North Carolina is between $250 to about $270, $280. And with that, you're looking at getting a 3 to 4 bedroom, possibly around 1,600 square feet to about 2,000 square feet. Of course, depending on the price range and, the area. Of course, you've all heard it, location. Something definitely in the heart of Fayetteville, right in the middle of the city, is going to cost more tax-wise than something costing in Hope County, Harnett County, or out in Cumberland County. It also depends on what you're going to buy. If you're going to buy something more historic in the Haymount area, it's going to be more expensive than something that is a new build sometimes in Fayetteville. Now, the market is somewhat competitive right now. At the time of this video, we are still in a seller's market. We have just over 2,000 active homes on the market right now, and typically, to be a balanced market, we should have 4,000 to 5,000 active homes. So we're definitely getting back up there, but we're not there quite yet. But also with interest rates being a little higher, they're around 6.5% right now. So we don't have a lot of buyers looking at homes right now, hoping that interest rate drops. But definitely home prices compared to most cities in the United States, I would say we are a whole lot better compared to Chicago, New York, Los Angeles, or just about California, the whole state, with San Diego and San Francisco too. Next thing I'll talk about is what is the commute like and how is the traffic here. Now, not saying that we don't get traffic here, because we definitely do, but we are a medium-sized city. I'd say the worst time you're going to have traffic typically is just like anybody else, any other city, is going to be first thing in the morning and late in the afternoon. Obviously, being near Fort Liberty, Fort Bragg, you're going to have a lot of soldiers that are getting up at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock, going to PT, coming back home typically, shower, then head back into work. So you're going to see that traffic there, and then when it mixes in with, between, we'll say 7 to about 9 o'clock, you're going to see that morning traffic Monday through Friday. And late in the afternoon, obviously same thing. We've got 295, we've got All-American Freeway. Most of our roads are about 4 lanes with a center lane, so it's not too bad. One thing I will say this though is they keep working on these roads, which in turn obviously is to make the roads better for all of us. They seem to shut down a lot of roads down to 1 lane, 2 lanes, so you do see some issues there, but they are obviously doing it for a good reason. But I will have to say, I don't think our traffic is that bad, and I drive it every morning. Monday through Friday, just like everybody else, and late in the afternoon. Now, living here for over 35 years, I can't compare it to other cities too much, other than when I go on vacation or if I go visit other cities for work-wise, then I can see the traffic. But I will have to say that I think our traffic is pretty good here. Next question I get asked a lot is, how are the schools here and how do they meet your family needs? Now, I will drop a website down below, it'll be right here in the description. It's called ncreportcards.com, because as a real estate agent, I am not allowed to give you my opinion due to Fair Housing Act. I can give you data though, so definitely check out those websites. And there's also another website, third-party website called greatschools.org. With that website, it's pretty good. You can type in an address, say you're looking to rent or buy a house in a certain area. You can type in that address and it'll tell you what schools are there and give you a rating. Just remember, it is a third-party website. ncreportcards.com definitely is, I would say, is I wouldn't say better website, isn't like it's better made. It's more accurate because it is from the state of North Carolina, and it provides every school in North Carolina. Once you click on it, you'll go to Cumming County, Harnett County, Hope County, wherever you're going to move to, and it'll give you a school rating. It tells you the graduate, high school graduates, like they exceed, do not exceed, or if they meet expectations. You see math scores, reading scores, writing scores, things like that. So it's a great website. I will say this: some of the most desired schools that I've heard as a realtor from people are going to be Jack Britt, Terry Sanford, Southview, Grays Creek, Cape Fear High School, and Pine Forest high school wise. Now, we do have a lot of charter schools here, and we have a lot of private schools too. I don't know much about those. Definitely, there's so many to talk about with private schools that I would definitely say, you got to do your research on that. I can try and find out some more for you. So definitely, if it's something you're interested in, drop me a comment below, shoot me an email. Be happy to find out for you. And again, just another reminder, I am a real estate agent. So if you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in the Fayetteville surrounding areas, please reach out to the team and me. We would love to help you. All my information is right below. You can call me directly, or you can click this QR code right up here in the corner and set up a Zoom call with me. So next question I get asked a lot is, Fayetteville a good place for young professionals or retirees? As for young professionals, unless you're in the military or you're looking to get a civilian job on Fort Bragg, that's kind of all we really got here too much per se. You can definitely work for the city of Fayetteville or Cumming County. Those are some good jobs there. For instance, I used to be a police officer, like I said earlier, and I think the starting salary for a police officer now is around $55,000, and the max is around $70,000. So they just got a pay raise a few months ago. Good for those guys and girls. Happy to see that. So definitely you can get a job with the city or the county, or when there's a good medical or health field here also. I have a lot of people moved here and are getting jobs at the VA hospital or Cape Fear Valley Hospital, not knowing salary-wise per se, because I don't know what job they're doing, but I think the nurses start around $80,000 here, I believe, at Cape Fear Valley Hospital. But unfortunately, other than those jobs, we don't have a lot of corporate jobs here, big bank jobs or tech jobs like Raleigh or Charlotte. Now, as a retiree, I think it's a great place if you're thinking about retiring here. The taxes are cheaper. If you are a veteran and you're 100% disabled, you can also get a tax break on your property taxes. I'll drop a link below about that also, and I've also got a video about it if you want to check it out. Groceries are cheaper, gas is cheaper, utilities are cheaper. It's just a great for retirees. And if you're looking to buy a house here and you want a single ranch style home, something small, tiny, more manageable, you're probably looking spending, I'd say, no more than $240,000, $250,000 possibly, depending on what you want. Also, we've got all 4 seasons, so as a retiree, it's not going to get terribly cold. It will get a little hot here due to the humidity. That does suck, but we got all 4 seasons, so it's great for you living here. You don't have to worry about living up north and being stuck inside for 3-4 months because of snow, or living down in Florida where it's so hot to where you want to stay inside also and just run the air conditioner all day. Definitely a lot of things to do if you're a retiree. If you love hiking, biking, going to the beach, going to the mountains, golfing. We're only about an hour and a half, 2 hours away from the beach, and we're about 4 hours away from the mountains. So definitely, if you want to take off for the weekend, or because you're retired now, take off when you want to, it's not too far of a drive in my opinion. So next question I get asked a lot are, what are the property taxes like and what's the cost of living here like? I know I hit on it a little bit, but a little more in depth. So with property tax, with taxes in general, we're definitely low. North Carolina is lower than the national average. For taxes, we're 1% lower for the state average compared to North Carolina, and we're 6% lower than a national average living in Fayetteville. Our property taxes and home prices, I said earlier, are definitely more affordable than most states. And, I think property taxes are cheaper than most states. Like I was talking to a couple who's moving here from Miami. And when I told them that property taxes on a certain house they're looking at was around $2,000 a year, they were like, wow, that's like, ours is like $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a year in Miami, and even higher in some places. Affordability of houses is 29% lower than the national average. Utilities are 4% lower. Transportation is 2% lower, and groceries are 4% lower. Now, we'll say healthcare cost is just a little bit higher than most states. As a single person, you're probably looking to spend around $500,000 to $600,000 a month. And if you are a couple, you're probably looking about just about $1,100 a month. And with a family of four, you're probably looking around $1,500 a month. So healthcare is a little higher than most states. So definitely check into that. Look at everything that you need to look at. I would recommend going to a website called payscale.com. If you're thinking about moving here and your salary in, let's say, Los Angeles is a certain amount, compare it to Fayetteville. And I know we'll definitely beat out Los Angeles with that. If you're making $80,000 there, definitely moving here, your dollar will go a longer way. But definitely, another city or state you're looking at moving from, definitely city, check it out before you make that big move. Go to payscale.com, run the numbers, and see how it looks. Next question I get asked a lot is, what about outdoor activities and any recreational things to do outside? So definitely we've got the Raeford River Trail. It is 4 miles long one way. It's a biking, hiking, running trail. It is a little hilly, so definitely if you're going to do that, pace yourself. And remember, it's 4 miles one way. A lot of people get lost and they think their car got stolen or what happened, so be careful. And they do have a police officer out there during the time of, the Raeford River Trail is open. Typically they're on a golf cart, I believe, and they're walking around too. And they have call boxes, along the trail. So definitely pretty safe, but you'll definitely be able to check out nature and look at things and plants and wild animals and things like that. It's pretty cool. We've also got a zip line near the Raeford River Trail, so definitely check that out if you're looking something like that. We got the botanical gardens, and just outside of Fayetteville, not bad of a drive, is Raeford State Park, which is huge. Is gorgeous out there, so definitely check it out too. It's about 30 minutes outside of Fayetteville, more north side of Fayetteville. So I've never been out there myself, but everyone I've talked to said they love it out there. So definitely a lot of outdoor activities. Also in Hope County, they just built James A. Leach Aquatic Center. It is an indoor swimming pool. They've got a walking trail in there. They got a playground outside. They got basketball courts. So definitely check that out too. It's in Hope County, and they also have a indoor skydiving place out there also. So what do the locals say about the community and lifestyle? Well, I actually just did a bunch of interviews. Myself and Vanessa did a bunch of interviews of people downtown, and definitely check out that video. But for the most part, most people we've talked to love living in Fayetteville. They love the fact that we're a small little town. Small little medium-sized town. Not too big, we're not too small, and with things to do, not a lot, but they love the downtown area. They love, how things are convenient. Just about anywhere you live in Fayetteville, you probably can get to some type of entertainment within 20 minutes or less, sometimes 25 minutes. So for the most part, they're loving that. But definitely check out that video where we do some street interviews. So are there any challenges about living in Fayetteville that people do or don't talk about? So one of the biggest things is going to be the crime. Like I said, I'm a retired Fayetteville police officer. I've seen them all just about here in Fayetteville. And as a real estate agent, unfortunately, I can't give you my opinion. I can't provide data for you. One of the things I did find out, I went to neighborhoodscouts.com, and they ranked Fayetteville number 4 out of 100 cities, 100 being the best, number 1 being the worst, or number 4 as one of the worst cities to live in. So, that's definitely taking a big hit. Crime is going to be an issue here. Mostly it's going to be property crimes are higher than, any kind of crime is bad, but most people are looking at violent crimes. Property crimes are a little higher than most cities compared to Raleigh and Charlotte and things like that. The chief of police did say, though, in 2023, crime has been reduced by 10%. So that's good to hear. Another challenge is going to be the summer weather. I like the summer. it can get very humid here. It can feel like 80, 90 degrees, and it could be with humidity. How my understanding is anything above 50% humidity is considered extremely high. Typically, our humidity is about 75% higher. So right there already tells you it's 90 degrees. It can feel like 110 sometimes with humidity. The other thing is, love spring, but when that pollen hits, it is terrible. Definitely, if you have allergies, definitely want to check out. You will not check out, but you definitely want to make sure that your allergies are not going to be affected too much by this. If you have allergy issues, it could be one reason why you might not want to move to the Fayetteville surrounding areas. So, of course, moving to any city, especially Fayetteville, is going to be a big decision, and it depends on your unique lifestyle and your preferences. If you want more details about the Fayetteville surrounding areas, definitely check out my other videos. And if you're ready to take the next step, if you will think of buying, selling, or investing in the area, please reach out to the team and me. You can call me directly. Here's my number. And you can also click this QR code up here in the corner and book a Zoom call with me. Love to talk to you. Definitely check out this next video that YouTube recommends for you. And I'll see you guys in the next video.